Well, hello! Looks like I'm back. I was missing me out here, and I get to see myself right up on screen for the first time. I'm looking right at my face, and I'm asking myself the question, where is Kentucky Fried Chicken? No more gray. Look at that. Cut it right down to the skin, and it hurts. Because my nephew, he's like pulling on it, and I'm saying, go, pull on it, like, no, don't pull on it, it hurts. Well, it did hurt, but I wanted to feel if he pulled on it right, but he started pulling out a lot of them. It bothered me. Then my pop was there, and it was Father's Day. And, you know, when you see your pop and you don't see him often, and he's only here for 3/4 of your life, or you're here for 3/4 of his life because someone's popping off before the other, unless you're holding hands and popping at the same time. Hopefully, whatever you popped you, and you popped someone else, you call your son, and your son got popped, and now he calls you Happy Father's Day. I still got an old card talking about Father's Day from my son. Happy Father's Day. 2 diamonds and an open spade. Why do we need in bridge the club and the spade as first and last? Because they're stands and it sits at the end of something. Although the heart fits into the spade, right? And if you take the heart and spade, you can put it right over the club. And inside of that, you can put the diamond. Golly gee, I'm going to have to re-describe that for you right here, right now. How is everybody today? So I'm going to go ahead like this, okay? And I'm going to, which way do I do it? I can do it this way. I can do it like this and like this and like this and like this. And then I can do it like this and like this. And then we give it a stand. Hey, look! But you know what? I have a head that goes a little bit higher. That has to go down to 2 sides. One that goes up, down to 2 sides. This showing the center. One showing the center. So what I do is I come from underneath here, and I go up, and I go all the way around, and voila. The heart, the 3 hearts of the 1 club gives me together a spade and a stand to sit on. So we need what we call reflection. We need to see some good reflection, and we want to know how many hearts are we going to actually have here, and what house are they going to come into? Should we find where the block is? Should we find where the block is? Now we ask ourselves, what is this over here? And we show you that that here is right over here, and here's the 2 heads. It's exactly the same. What's out here? Well, it's the rest of the body. 6 hearts, 3 and 3. What is this? This is the diamond. The diamond and the cube. The elixir between the 2 parts. You only need to plug in. In one world, it's actually the living heart, because only one gets to keep the stand. Only one gets to keep the stand. Only one gets to be 1 house. The house is up. This is the reflective world. The ground. The coming back to the top where your memory is. Where's your memory? It's in rotation. You know why? Because if you said, I know about the color red, I'm going to think about a color, and you're going to tell me what color I'm thinking of. And I'm not thinking of blue. But because I have blue here, your eyes know that I chose blue before I chose red, because I pulled out the blue. Irrelevant. This is my house. And over here, here's my other pyramid. You see it's from here to here, the other pyramid, and then it's these 2 over here, the pyramid above and the pyramid below. Imagine if that was on sort of angle. Now, what is this over here? That is what you call, okay, the left side. Then you would say this is the right side. Then you would say this is the left side of the top left. Okay, top left. And you would say here is the bottom right. And this is the in-between. Let's call it the center. So we have a center here of the passage below in the center here and the other side and below. So we have 1 and 2 parts and the connecting parts over here, 2 free parts. Now what happens between 2 free parts is here and here, they play over here. And here, they play over here. He comes down to play here, he goes up to play here, here and here they play together. They reverse. This is what rotation, what will we call this? We will call this one piece of a greater picture of that by the time you see this, and by the time you see this, one has gone into the ground, and all you see is this, what's above the ground. What's below the ground, what's above the ground. You stand above the ground, therefore, what is in the sky, what is below the earth. This becomes, if you take a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, it becomes 4 and 1. How is it 4 and 1? Well, there are 2 left sides, and there are 2 tops. But the tops are on the left and the right. There is 1 top on the left, and there is 1 top on the right. Now, why do I say top left? Well, here is number 4. Here is number 6. Here is number 2. Here is number 8, the cycle. That 2 and 8 cycle, 70 and 74. 144, 6 days of 24 hours. 28 cycles of the moon. 8 equals to 86. 2 equals to 62. This is the mind. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. 2 times 6, 2 plus 6 is transmission, showing that through the center is transmission. Now, what would we do over here? We would say either it would fan this way or it be coming up from the bottom straight up this way. Anyways, at the end of all of this, what you have is 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 in between, 6 in between, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in between that, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 4 is 8, plus 1 in the center is 9. And then we have here, we have the 3 stars here. But in 2, 4, and 6, we have the heart. Inside of 8, we have a triangle. The same thing over here. Inside of 2, 4, and 6, okay, 2, 4, and 6 here, the 8 is in here. 88 is inside the pyramids. 818 or 808, because it's the one spirit inside. Over here is number 5. Over here is number 5, okay, and over here is 9, 5, and 1. A, E, and I. The egg, 14 is the letter N, which is the crossover, 14, okay, which is the A, because once you drag the middle line between 2 sides, you have A and A come to each other. We have to understand that the A letter is A alone. Where do we find the A letter again? We find the A inside C. We find the A inside E. We find the A inside I. In the deck of cards, you find the 9 center dot here. In the 9 card, there are 8 around 1. In the 5 card, there are 4 around 1. In the 3 card, there are 2. But they are not around. They are above and below. B and L and E, B and L and E, B and L and E. Below, above, O-V-E, B-O-E. B-O-E, here you have L-W. L-W, 12 and 23, 35 electric company. And B-O-E is, no, we can't have B-O-E. We have to have, we have only V, which equals to 22, which is life. B and B, B and B, 2 of.
So now in this, we need to have it look like this. That cube's got to go in between those two. So if we really want to talk about what's AB, this is AB. This cube, does it go in between, or does this cube become this? The inside of this, is it between 2, 4, 6, and 8? These are just questions. A, E, and I are 3 vowels. They equal to 15. There's 2 other vowels missing. One is the O, and one is the U, the 3rd and the 6th vowel. The 15th vowel is the O. So I'm going to put the O over here, because the O is the 15th vowel. 1, 5, and 9 will create the O inside itself. E-I-E-I-O, because it's inside of 1 and 5. And the 1 is inside of 9. 1 inside 5, 5 inside 9. E-I-E-I-O, 59 minutes, 59 seconds to the hour. U is missing, which is the 22nd letter, 22nd to life. The O is missing, which is the 15th letter, 22, and 15 is 37, Nibiru. It's the first time you make creation. How do we do it? 7 times 3, 7 plus 3 is 10 and 21. 21 is the cube, and 10 equals to 16. All zeros equal to 6. All zeros equal to 15. 1 and 5 is 6. I don't use it that way, but the 15 that it is, okay, when 0 is equal to 15, it's talking about 4 quarters of 15. It's talking about a corner. If you talk about a corner, 1, 2, 3 colors to a corner. There's 26 plus 1 on this. Y and YZY. Turn me. 22 is missing. 15 is here is 37. 38 and 5 is 43. 52. That can't be right. It's got to be 51. 9, 5, and 1, 14, 15, plus the letter O, 15, equals to a total of 30. Plus the letter U is 21. So 30 and 21 is creation of the cube. 30 and 21. Well, when we get 7 by 3, 21, 7 plus 3, 10, equaling to 31, we must add another 6 because we had an addition of 10. Give it 37, we're back to the same number again. 15 plus 22, life of the egg, the electrical egg inside our minds. It becomes 9 and 9 is 18, and the cube. 9 and 9 is 18 plus 21 is 39. 39 equals to the sky. What other numbers are in there? I don't know. Not only that, look, we have a spread over here. Do we see the spread over here? Over here? 2 and 1. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. Why? Because it's this arm and this arm will connect together and go over here. This arm and this arm will come together. This that goes through it, if I'm assuming this that goes through this and this that, they all connect over here for the current, however it works. Okay, 2 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 1. 3, 6, 9. Then what goes over here? I'm not sure. 9 must go into 3. 3 and 9 says sky. 3 and 9 says sky. 39 and 39 says ST, ST. It's almost like the S and S, runner of the transmission or the transformation. At the same time we see N, we also see Z inside here. We also have the A's that are inside here. The A's that are inside here. The A's that are inside here, because these all must follow formation. Whichever formation it follows, I'm not sure which way I'm going to fill this in, but you would never know at all if I just filled in the colors, but I'm showing you the full design. Full design. I'm watching myself do what I'm doing. I do not know the results. Oh, now I see what it's coming out to be. Sure. Sure. If on this side it is the V for life, then on this side it is the UV. It is the UV, my friends. This is the ring. This is the ring. This is the ring right over here. This is the ring. This is the ring, the diamond ring right over here. Do you see this over here? We can create this. Okay, when we continue this to here and all the way down here, we create a diamond square. The cube actually fits this way inside of it. You can see it. I wish I can just cut it out. Follow this, 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 and this. But once you come off of here and you do this, if I make it exactly bigger and extend it, okay, and I take this one over here, which way was it? This way was up, this way was down. Oh yes, didn't do the right color, and if you actually look, it becomes the Star of David that connects these two. Now, actually understanding that for some reason, what shape do I have to design, because I have no space here and I have no space here, so they rock one on top of each other. Duck face over here, it goes down this way, there's some sort of road over here, and it can't go any lower than this, and the same thing for this one over here. This comes down, it can't go any lower than this, and this is what keeps the balance. Now, the question is it this way or is it this way? The question, irrelevant to the fact, this is how it's built. The other thing I wanted to mention, we mentioned these two over here, 35 and 22, which equals to 57. Again, everything reflects upon the moon. Everything reflects upon the moon. 5-7, electric company, General Electric Company. G&E, GE Electric, General, EN, 514 area code, General, ER Electric Company, E for R French, General, 112, the moon cycle 112, which is 4 times 28 days, 56 and 56 equal 112, an electric company run out of 514 area code. Area code, should that be, I'm not giving you an area code where the electric company is coming from, I'm telling you where the General Electric is. Now, I'm not telling you it's a company, General Electric, I'm saying in general, it's all about the electric company. Monopoly States Electric Company, when you play and you get electric company, you pay 4 times the amount. When you have both of them, you pay 10 times the amount because you run water with electric. And if you want to see one way that it all works, take a look at this. 0 is where we start. 01, 09, 02, 9, 1, 8, 8, 2, 3, 7, 7, 3, 4, 6, 4, 6. Do we see where we're going with this? This one becomes 5, this one becomes 5, and these two become 5. 55, 55. Everything stems from 0 and 08. Everything stems from 0 and 08. We get 10 above, but we get 10 above with 5 on this side and 5 on this side. We get 5 below on this side and 5 below on this side. Our hands and our feet to the body that's in between. Why is this 8? Because 8 and 2 touch. How does 8 and 2 touch? It touches this way. 2, 5, 8, 2, 5, 8, 2, 5, 8, 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23. 2 and 3 is 5. 26, 29, 32, 35 ends over here. 38 is the church. 41 is 1 runs around 4. 44 is the end of this cycle. 47 is the end of the next cycle. 47 is right now because the end cycle of this cycle and this cycle come together. Orange and blue come together. Orange and blue. Orange and blue. Orange and blue in Nibiru. And we asked the question of why does 47 come over here? Because we are in the year 5775, which is 77 times 75 is 5775. I could be wrong. I don't have a calculator on me. Yes, I do. 77 times 75. 5775. You want to see something else? 76 times 76, July 4th, 5776. You want me to spell you an electric company? There you go, electric company. You're not only that, it says King George on it. How do I know? I just do. 7 pi 7 is 49. 49th is a representation of green. Green represents 6 and 14 because of pool. 14 represents the 5s. The 5 represents inside the 9. 7 and 9 is the birth inside the 7th gate. Divided, multiplied, minus, and added. We're going to clear it all and start over. Electric company. Understand the mathematical terms. Understand the numbers. Numbers lead to words because letters are positioned and counted as numbers, giving you the result in numbers. The reality doesn't matter. It's how we look at the story and it makes any sense for comparing to the reality that we can create. We bring it back and we create a story. So our reality is the next cycle. Because after we come off of 47, okay, after we come off of 44 and go to 47, the next center is 50. 50 stars. 53 is electric company. 56 is the same thing as ISIS, because 5 and 6 make 77, and 89, which is the high sky, which is 1 and 2 above 77, equaling to 89, and where 89 is actually just one letter, and 9 is in the middle, created in the cube, right there. It's all about 3, 3, 3, 3, because if you're multiplying by 6, 6, 6, 6, then what are you going to do when you want to figure something out in between? You can't. Pig's pregnancy, 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. A dog, 2 times 3, 3 times 3, and 3 plus 3. It's all about threes. Here is 360 degrees, which is 120 times 3. 120 times 3, 120 times 3 is 360, but 126 times 3 equals 378. Through the gateways from 360, you have to get 18 high to get through the gateways, right? Because you have to get 1 and then 8 all around to get in through the gateway. You start here. Where would you start? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you're in. 3 and 9. 27, 30 is creation. You go across from this, you create the cube. You always want to start from the bottom. Then when it comes to taking away 1 or 2 or dividing, you'll always be 9 away from 3 will always be the center. 3 times anything will always have 1 between 3. This number will always remain in its own house. 3 and 3, 6. 3 and 6, 9. 9 and 3, 12. 1 and 2, 3. 12 and 3, 15. 1 and 5, 6. 15 and 3, 18. 1 and 8, 9. Once you get 1 and 8, okay, once you get 1 and 8, you are with 9. 9 plays from here. The ace card has its position over here. But actually, what happens here is when you gain this corner, what actually happens is when you get that corner, and once you get this corner, and you get this corner, and you get this corner, and you get this corner, now you can bring the two worlds together and play the corner. 8 and 1 and 1, this is the new center. We jump over into the new center. Stargate, this is the center. The total over here is 36. But then what we must do is we must have 4 boards of 36. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1 in the center. 1, 2, 3, and the same one in the center. 1, 2, 3, and the same one in the center. 1, 2, 3, and the same one. 3, 6, 9, 12 plus 1, 13. 9, 9, 9, and 9. 9 and 13, 22. 9 and 13, 22. 13 and 13, 26. And 9, 35 electric company. And 9 again, 45 into the foxhole. And then 54 under the sun into the 55th hole, 55th position. 9, 12, 18, 36, and 13. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. 36 and 13 is 49. 7 by 7 is 49 through the gateway, down the railroad tracks. We can also say 4, 8, 12, 16. We can also say we go all the way around. If this was the cube, there would be 1, 2, 3, 4 sides around and 2 up. So it would be 3, 6. Stargate would have to be 9, 12. So it would be a total of 12 plus 1. And then up and down will only be this, because this is the center to the 4 sides. So we'd have 6 and 6 is 12, and then 6, 6, 6, 6. 3 and 3 is 6, plus the opposite side of this side is the other 6, plus the above here is the 6. So the railways that pass through each other, 6, 6, 6. Of 6 times 6 is 36, and 6 and 6, 6 and 6, or 6 on the other side. This is up and down 6, minus whatever this 6 is, equals to 3 and 3 on the opposite side. 6 and 12 minus 6, or L and F, or 18, high, 18, 9 and 9, All boots are 3, 6, and 9. 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 plus 36. 16 plus 36 is 52. 52 is the heart, it is Jack, it is the earth, it is 25, it is the division. We automatically need 4 of these in order to run the road. In reality, this one would be that one in that corner. This one would be this one in that corner. This one would be this one. Now what we have to do is do that to it. I need 6 sides of that. I need to cube that. So I got to multiply it by 6. 6 by 36 equals to 216. And I will show you that 216, 25, 920, divided by 216 equals to 120. 120 times 216, which is the same number because 0 will now equal 6. What if we reduce this 6 over here and go 210 multiplied by 120? 210 multiplied by 120 equals to 2520. 2526 equals to 51, or YZY. Because there's 27 all the time, right? 27. Sorry, I'm out. It's 27 red. Why was it 27 red? Because of this. Sorry, I made on to something else. 13 by 13 is 169. It's 168 plus 1 in Monopoly because of this. This is what happens in Monopoly. We go from the trains all the way up in Monopoly, right over here. How many trains do we have to go? From the train down here, over here, it is in the 5th position. So we have to go 5 areas actually to get here. If we were looking at Monopoly, this area over here would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and this would be the 5th. So instead of being 3 here, I now will put 4 here because that's the Monopoly reality. But the number reality, if you were going like this would be the reality 3. But if it was the Monopoly board, the corners count for something completely different than the whole board. Because in order to get 9s on each side, we have to leave out the corners, and they all have to come with an empty corner, like the staircase, running down this patio way or this patio way. So the other way would be 4, 8, 12, 16 plus 36 would equal to 52, and then it would equal plus 4 equals to 56, and that's your connection to Aleph the second time. Once you bring it into Monopoly, that is the second level. Let me explain it, because we always have to jump in to somewhere. We have to land. Even though you say 3, you had to come into where you are. Down the stairs we go. There's always the flat and over and down. Flat and over and down. That's what we did. We didn't go straight down. We went here, over and down. 2, over and down, 4. It took me from here to here 4 moves to get here, unless I slid down. But if I slid down, what did I slide down? I slid from here over to here, here, over to here, here, and over to here, and over to here. So here comes another addition of how I walk down the stairs. Standing here to here was 1. Elevator down 1 floor, 1 and 1. Over 1, 2 moves over, 1 down. Why don't we play chess and move 1 over, 2 down? Understanding how this motion is. 1 over, 1 down, 1 over, 1 down, 2 and 2. So maybe 22, the 22nd letter, B and B, means 1 over and 1 down. B and B. I like the number 13 myself, equaling to 4 and 3 DC, whatever the understanding, maybe movement of current. Over and down, over and down. Can't just go straight down. You make water electric, and it can't just go straight down. The water goes zing, 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 zing. Can't make it go straight down. There's even a commercial about this. Same thing about this. Now I'm going to take this number over here. I'm going to take 126 times 216, and I get 27,216. Now, I can make up any story I want. This is red. This is time. This is the light of day. This is the B world. This is creation right here. This is number 23. 23, 23, 46 equals to 62, the queen. I don't know which way to go with this, but if you take a look at it, again, I got 216, 27, 216. The 2 Mayan segments, 2 times 7, 2 plus 7, equals to 14 and 9, 23. 23 again, 23. 23 equals 5, 5, and 7. 5, 7, 5 is a Mayan count. Or let's divide this by 9, equals to 30, 24. 30, 25. I think is a multiple by, I don't remember. This is very close to a Fibonacci number. This will equal to the number of the sun. But 36 and 24 will equal to the number of minutes in an hour. This will equal to the minds. This says the creation of the cat. So whatever the cat stands for, and it's electricity, so whatever that black cat stands for in electricity, this is what the motion is. This becomes 6 over here, 6, 2, 4. So I'm going to go 3624, and I'm going to divide it by 2. And I'm going to divide that by 2. Here we get a 6 again, 966 divided by 2. 483. Now I can no longer do it by 2s, I won't get up. But this says the church. 83 is the church. I don't know if I showed you why I messed up on something. I'm going to have to divide this by 3 and see what happens. 161. It is the light of the church. Exactly. 191. 911. 191. 161. It is the light. This is the light. This is your 13. This is your lucky 13. This is your AC. Now, the reason for that, let me explain to you what I was doing, if I could. I don't even think I could. I showed you this with the value of 360 degrees, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, because you're counting all the in-betweens, right? 2 sides to the center, 2 sides to the center, 2 sides to the center, 3, 6, 9. 9, 3, 3, 6, and 3 is 9. And 3 is 12, and 3 is 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and then to enclose it, 30, 33. Why do I go right to here? Because I started from here, but here alone I'm nowhere. Although I get 3, I haven't moved. So I have to come back here, and then I have to start my first link. But the full link is this, completion over here. This is a full link. I must come here as 9. Same 9 is in this corner, same way to calculate. So when you finish 3, 6, here to here is 3 to 6 to 9 to 12. 12 and 12 hours, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. So that would be the exact segment of it. 24 equals to 120 degrees by 3, which is number 216. 216 hours in 9 days by 24 hours, plus 24 hours of the leap day for the Mayans equals 240 10-day period of the Mayan cycle times 2. I just want to jump up 13 times 13, the Monopoly board, 169, 14 times 14. This creates the word men. 196, 27, 196. This is red. This is your number 23 again. 365 and 27 is 392. 392 is birth equals 276. 276, it equals 152 memory. 512 memory. 365 days, 65 stands for, this is part of Nibiru. Then 56 is Aleph, 1 and 2 Isis. 3 by 65 is 195, AE and I. 3 by 60 is 180, 3 by 5 is 15, 195, AE and I, the same way this began. 3 by 5 is 15, 1 and 5 is 6, 3 and 3 is 6, 6, 6, 6. Red, Mac made. So this says made by Apple, basically, made by Macintosh. It says red, Mac made. That's what's in these numbers over here. This is number 23. 13 times 13, 14 times 14. Do you know what this is? 1 and 13. 11 and 10. 14 and 13 equals 27 equals 21 equals 14. This is the cube of the game of blackjack played under something called the red gateways of B. AD and AC. AC creating number 19, the link. AD creating the sun link. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4, 5 and 4, the sun link of the fox, the passage of the fox. 27, 48, 58, 62. And the crowning of the queen. 62, this is Isis. This is the numbers that create Isis. 6, 22, 6, life of 6. 7, 8, and 4 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 2, 4, 5, 5 and 3, electric company. So it tells you in each category, once you break it down, in this category we're going to get Isis, and then we're going to have electric company, so we know what comes along with electric company. This here is 6 plus 1 is 7, 2 plus 5, 5 and 1. See what it spells? Isis, 777. At the same time, Jesus, 74, and Christ, 77 equals 151. And 5 by 7, 5 plus 7 equals 12 plus 35, electric company equals 47. Jesus on time. The other thing it breaks in here is 47 times 33, number of Christ, 1551. See, Moses, right, was 47 times 47, which is 2209, right? And then we have to add 1551 equals to 3760. Whoop. Wow, how did I get 70? Equals to 3760. Jesus is born at 3757, plus we add 2,000 years, equals to 5760. Divided by 4 equals to 3 equals to 1 whole day, 1,440 minutes. Times 4 equals a whole day and a leap year. 4 days is 3 whole days, or 3 whole years plus the leap year, equals 5,760 to cycle. Where is the rest? 7 and 5 and 6 equals to 18. 5, 7, 7, 8 would be the end marking. We are going into 5776, 576. Divided by 2 equals to 288, divided by 8, divided by 6, divided by 6. Whoops, sorry about that. I'll multiply it again. 6 times 8 times 8 equals to 384. 6 times 6. I'm trying to figure out which is the number. 6 times 6 times 6. 6 times 8 times 6. Is that what it is? 288. I don't know why it came up now. 288 times 1.25 equals to 360. It equals to 360 because the 1.25 is right over here. The 0.25 we need. 1 for 4. 1 for 4. 4 for 1. 4 for 3. Here. Les Ferriers. You remember the song, Christopher? Remember the song, Christopher? The ferryman? But in French, it's Les Ferriers. It means the train tracks. So you tell me if he was speaking French or English. Anyways, I took a little shave, and my son wrote me this great card. It says, "To my only dad, Ronnie, you are my only dad, and you are so nice, and you will be happy to see what you have for Father's Day. Love, your best friend, Donnie." Now, there's nothing on the other side, and I would love to tell you that this card is about 15 years old, because my son's 24 right now, and he writes just like that. I like Father's Day, Dad. Look at that. It's like the same. Just take out that A, and it's like A. So what did I leave out? What did I forget? This was just all off the top of my head. 13 times 13 plus or minus this. This added together is 190, 290, 350, 359, 365. There's a numerological scale for every single level. We just have to bring them all together and take a word or a number and see how its consistency. I went to the store today and just count everything there, and then count the low count, which is I went to the store, take away all repeating letters and start from there. Then couple your letters. If there's an H and an I together, put those together. Wherever the numbers are on the scale, put them all together so we can balance it off and understand, who's using which memory in space. This is the way a computer, if you think, I'm just thinking how they built computers is exactly what our universe is like. Since we can understand a lot more in computers, now we can open up our minds. But 75 years ago, if you would have said to a guy, "I think your motherboard is humping your papa there and you're eating too many cookies," I think Big Bird would come out and knock Ernie and Bert in the head. What? The Flintstones? The Jetsons? I dream of Genie all the time. I like Genie. I am one. French, English, cat, hat, in French, chat, chapeau. Speak me a little Russian and we'll see how we go. I'm so far behind. And I feel so bad and I knock myself down and I don't like it. Why do I punish myself? But it pushes me to go forward, because when you're in that vibration, it's the greatest thing.
But when you're out, it's so you get back in. Once you get back in, you don't want to leave again. I'm going on vacation a couple of days, but I won't leave without you. I'll write it down. It's not the same. Learning on the go, this is better than a takeout restaurant because you're guaranteed to win. There is no lost time in any accomplishment as long as the result was you tried. You did what you did, and that was the trial of what happened. At the end was the result. While you were doing it, you tried, but you really didn't say, I'm trying, I'm doing. Well, doing and trying as well. Let's not take those words away from each other unless we can show the numbers between try, which means 3, and do, which means 1. It's odd. You're doing better than trying. You're giving it everything. You're thinking from all angles. Give me an angle. Give me Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Did we do all these things? Did I knock all these things down? I can't start adding anything else in. The skies are falling, my friends, and we are coming into something that is going to be amazing. I am putting into this what I have felt for 10 years. Otherwise, I would not tell you. Not only that, I want to be, if I felt it, I want it to be true. And if it doesn't come true, I'll sort of be a little down. But you know what? I like what I did, so I'm happy with myself. Absolutely. In fact, I gave even more. If I am like out of the ballpark or whatever, I just still gave it everything because I believe it's a story. I wrote a story to myself. And I told everybody. Oh my God, I shared. Does somebody remember something? Something that I said, oh yeah, great. I've got multiple memory. It's like an orgasm. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Happy birthday to you. Father's Day, Mother's Day, happy day. We just must remember how to link, how to keep in link for the procedure that is coming onto us, how to keep intact with our own minds. It may not be easy. You'll have food, you'll have lodging, you'll have everything. Boom, the tax collector shows up. Boom this, boom that. Whatever it may be, we will know each other at the end because we will act that way. Raphael, balancing on you. Thank you for watching.